Great morning. You guys come on in. 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 Great morning, April. So good to see you, gorgeous. Go on and get your shot ready now. Hey, Elvaline, how are you, beautiful? So good to see you, gorgeous. Y'all come on in, come on in, come on in. Today is August 2nd, second day in the new month, the month of new beginnings, the month where God says, listen, I'm giving you divine strategies. I'm giving you divine strategies to break out and break through to the promises, to the blessings, to the overflow, to the abundance. Listen, it is going down in the month of August, and I'm super excited about it. Yes, North Carolina's in the building. Yeah. So right now we've got Texas, we've got Alabama, we got North Carolina. Hey, Christina. Great job last night. We've got Kentucky. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, y'all, today we're going to talk about becoming the new you, and we're going to talk about what that means. But of course, before we do it, yes, Corey, New York, hey, yes, yes, yes. Before we get started, we're going to take our shot. Get your shot together, get your shot together. Hey, Stacy, how are you, gorgeous? Everybody get your shot together. If you've got some alive, get you alive and get your shot together. We're going to make this a daily ritual. We're going to take our shots together, honey. Start our morning. Be like, hey. So let me go ahead and pour it up. Pour it up. Then I got to make sure my husband's poured up too. So I got to pour for two. Yes, Jackie. Yes. Hey, Rena Bella. Here's to being alive, y'all. Yes. Boom, shakalaka, boom. So listen, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. But I know these products work real good. Yesterday, I had, and April can attest to this, I had over 100 assignments to grade. Over 100. My husband had to come and get his. Here we go with the dance. Thank you, babe. Somebody come get him. Listen, I had over 100 assignments to grade. Like it was 100 and something. Y'all, and listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. Listen, that can become overwhelming. All right. And so I had to get everything done by last night. And I was just like, Lord, you gonna have to cut. And I found myself, I just knocked it out systematically. My husband would be like, how many you got left? I'm like, I don't know. Because I know for me that if I look and see how many I've got left, it might be too overwhelming. So, you know, I just went on, I just knocked them out, an assignment at a time. And I'm used to having classes. Listen, y'all, let me tell y'all how my classes used to be when I was teaching on ground. I might have, in my bigger classes, I would have like 15 students, something like that. About 15. That's about it. That was like the high end. Baby, this online, baby, my classes be having 20-something students. Now, everybody's classes are not like that, but mine are. And we're all held to the same standard. And I'm looking like, we need to do something about some of these assignments. This class was assignment intensive. The assignments were great assignments, but a lot of the stuff I do with my coaching clients, like my students were doing, these were not things that you could just say, oh, check, you know, huh. Listen, bless God. Hey, Mike. Yes, Corey. Stacey said, I'm well, mine is in transit. Yes, for transit, okay? So look, baby, I walked that thing down. Now, April can attest to the fact that it was a lot, and that they were not just, you know, it wasn't, it was thought-provoking. People were dealing with their real lives, and like you had to be careful how you responded because these are people's lives, okay? Hey, daughter, these are people's lives. So listen, knocked it out. Boom, shakalaka, boom, baby. And I know that these products help me to be able to do it. So here we go, right? I went to bed. I did my dreaming because I needed some good sleep, okay? I was tired, but my brain was still going. So I needed some good sleep. See, April said, yes, Lord, massive, but the saboteurs were real. Yes, this is why I know I'm going to end up incorporating the saboteurs in my classes, but I wasn't, you know, yeah. Yeah, she said, good morning, Auntie. Listen, let me tell y'all something. When I say these products are the truth, I don't say it just to say it. I say it for real. See, there's a me I want to be, right? I want to be that person that has life planned out, that not to the extreme where I can't function without it, but have life planned out, be on schedule. But it's challenging for me to do that. Physically, it's challenging. Like physically, my physiology, the way my physiology operates makes that extremely difficult. So what's happening is these products are like realigning my body to the way I was created to be, not the way life has made me. Whether we're talking about life in terms of physical challenges or whether we're talking about life in terms of experiences, like how life has made me. See, for my husband, it's so different, right? For him, he's Mr., you know, well, you just need to do it. You just need to do it. You just need, well, guess what? If my brain is not working like that, I can't do that. See, there is, God is so good though. There is, ADHD is real. That's what I'm going to say. ADHD is real. Attention deficit hyper disorder is real. It simply means that your brain is always firing. You need new stimuli, right? Because your brain is always firing. So what this product has done, it's helping me calm my brain down while still functioning and having the energy to function. Because I promise y'all, I can want to do it. And I know my husband be like, well, if you want to do it, just do it. I wish I could function like that. It doesn't work like that for me. It just does not work like that for me. And so what happens is you feel like something's wrong with you. Like, you know, what's wrong with me? Why can't I do that? And what it is, it's your physiology. And if you deal with the physiology, the behavioral changes will be able to be made. But you got to first deal with the physiology. See, we want to tell people to just stop doing things, right? And that's great in an ideal world. But if your physiology is such, listen to me. I just want y'all to listen. And I'm not making excuses for anyone. I'm talking about the physiological basis for addiction, the physiological basis for certain behaviors, the physiological basis. When there is your neurotransmitters are not firing the way they're supposed to, then it's going to affect your focus, clarity, commitment, follow through. It's going to affect those things. Now, what I didn't realize, listen, and I promise y'all, I really didn't realize this. I didn't realize how off my physiology was, because I'd gotten so good at compensating for it. Not perfectly, but I've learned how to compensate for it. But you reach a point where you don't have the emotional, the physical capacity to carry the weight. Those would be the times when I would know I need to go get help. I need to go get help. I need something to help me with my focus, to help me calm down, to help me with my mood, because I can't manage it with my physiological resources. It's too much. It's about to take me out. And so I need help. So I learned how to go get help, and I learned how to go tell them what I need. I remember I was overwhelmed in my fourth marriage. I was overwhelmed. There was so much going on. And he was emotionally and spiritually abusive. That's what I would say. Emotionally, he was not physically abusive, although he did try to intimidate me. I'm just not intimidatable, okay? If I was intimidatable, like some of the physical things that he did would have intimidated me. But I'm not intimidatable, because I would have to say, listen, kill you and go to prison and have a whole prison ministry. Y'all have heard me say it before. Don't play with me like that. I want to make it work. And I'm doing everything I can to make it work. But don't come all up in my, listen, I'm doing real good right now. Don't come up in my, because it'll go down, and not in no DMs, okay? So I remember being so overwhelmed one day. I was driving to work. I was the sickest I've ever been in that marriage. Like I kept having mini strokes. Just the weight of everything, the isolation, because he really did a lot to isolate me. So I was driving to work, and this particular day, I didn't make it to work. And the crazy thing is, I don't know how I didn't make it to work. I'd made that drive like hundreds of times, but this particular time I ended up on another interstate, and I was going around in a circle, and I just started crying. I just started crying. I was overwhelmed. I was frustrated. I'm like, God, but you said that this was my husband because he cared for me. He cared for my heart, and I'm not seeing any of that right now. And I was crying so bad, I had to pull over on the side of the road and just stop, because I couldn't figure out why God would allow me to be in that place. Why would he say that to me? And some of you may be saying, well, that's because it wasn't God. No, it was God. I recognize God's voice. I know when God is speaking, and all things pointed to it, right? Even though I did not want it. But this is the thing. God had a plan, and the plan included me. And the plan was not just for the other people involved. The plan was for me also. Now, y'all may be saying, well, Dr. V, how was that for you? And you were having many strokes, and you had to get on antidepressants. Because I did. I said, listen, this is what I need, because I know what I need. I need Effexor and Prozac, because I needed both serotonin uptake and I needed a dopamine uptake. One of those focuses on serotonin, the other one focuses on dopamine. So the combination of the serotonin and the dopamine uptakes gave me the clarity that I needed to be able to see. Once I can see, I can make decisions. Once I can see, I can handle. Once I can see, I can do what I need to do. You understand? So I knew that there was something that was missing in my physiology that I needed to have put in, but I had to have it put in artificially, and I had it put in through medication, which also gave me side effects. It's so crazy to me that these mood enhancers also come with a side effect of suicidal thoughts and suicidal ideation. Okay, so you give people antidepressants so they won't be depressed, but one of the side effects is possible suicidal thoughts. It's crazy. It's why I love Alive so much, because several of the ingredients, especially like the maca root, help with mood. It's not the only one. Some of the sprays, the B vitamins in the sprays also help with mood. See, what we've got to understand is some of the deficiencies we have, we can't take a pill for, because if we take the pill, we're only getting 15% of it anyway. But these sprays allow it to go into your body to get 93% absorption of it. Now listen, this is not an infomercial. I'm literally talking about what I'm talking about, becoming the new you. You want to become the new you, but you're not making any physiological changes, and then you're beating yourself up about it. You're beating yourself up because you can't become that you. Why? These patterns have been ingrained in your life. You probably have been doing them for quite a long time. They are what? Saboteurs. So you got to be able to address them, but you can't address them if your body is off, if your mood is off, if you cannot handle like facing you. And the reality is sometimes facing you is so much that it alone would overtake you. You'd be like, I might as well just die because I'm an absolutely horrible person. Well, it's not that you're an absolutely horrible person, but it feels like that, or it feels like you're never going to get change, or it feels like you can't do it. It feels like you're not strong enough. It feels like you can't get on the other side. It feels like it. And if it feels like it, that is your reality until it changes. So when your physiology begins to be aligned the way it needs to be, you become a new you, which is one of the reasons people say, oh, you just brand new. Baby, this stuff have you brand new, okay? Because it's like if you wear glasses and the first time you get glasses, right? The first time you get glasses, it looked like somebody washed and painted the whole world. Even raggedy stuff looked good, because you're used to seeing it in a distorted lens. When our physiology is off, we live our life through lenses of distortion. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. Now listen, you don't have to believe me. You can think I'm trying to sell, but do you know why I'm selling this? Because I understand the physiology of it. The biopsychosocial model shows how all of these things work together. Your biology, your psychology, and your sociology. What does that mean? What's going on with your body will affect how you think, and how you think will affect how you interact with other people. Bam, the biopsychosocial model, right? So you got to deal with the biology. And our problem is, in many arenas, we only try to deal with the symptom and not the root cause. Because when you look for the root cause, okay, y'all listen, let's talk addiction for a second. Talk addiction. Now, people who are not addicted to anything, right? Which there are people that have addictions that wouldn't call them addictions, but they are addictions, right? People with addictive personalities, and if you come from a family where you have a lot of alcoholics, you have a lot of chain smokers, you have a lot of sex addicts, you have people who are church addicts, that you coming from you got an addictive personality. What does that mean? That means that your biology is wired so that it's easier for you to become addicted to something. It's your wiring. It's how your body is wired. Understand? It's your physiology. So your physiology combined with some decisions and some early life experiences can lead you on a path that you can't just say, oh, and I won't say can't. Most people can't just walk away from. Okay? There has to be, they need some help, right? And many of the treatments focus on the symptom, right? Okay, you just stop drinking, don't be around people who drink, you know, don't do drugs, don't be around people who do drugs. And yes, that's an important part of it, but it's not the only part of it. The truth of the matter is most people who have addictions are seeking something. There is something physiological that they're seeking that they get from that experience, right? There's something physiological that they're seeking that they get from that experience. When people, we have a lot of young people who smoke weed, right? A lot of young people smoke weed, and they do it because they're self-medicating. When you see people who are addicts, they are really self-medicating. They're trying to deal with something that's going on inside of them that they don't know how to deal with any other way. And what they found is whatever this thing is, whether it is drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, shopping, sex, porn, like whatever it is, it helps them for the period of time that it helps them. And they're just simply looking for some relief. All they know is they want some relief. They just want some relief. So what happens is we end up judging them. And we say, oh, they're a horrible person. Oh, they need to just get their life together. But the truth of the matter is they got some stuff going on. And normally it deals with a couple of different things that I've discovered. The MTHFR gene. Yeah, the MTHFR, the mother effer gene, that's what I call it, right? Where there is a distortion or mutation of that gene that affects them and causes them to be, oh my goodness, undermethylated or hypermethylated or overmethylated, right? So it throws the system off. Their neurotransmitters are not firing the way they need to. Their serotonin, their dopamine. So when those are off, listen, it throws you off. So this is what I'm going to say to you. Stop beating yourself up because you've not been able to make some changes in your life. But do try to find as natural ways as possible for you to adjust your physiology. If you adjust your physiology and combine the adjusted physiology with those changes, those thought process changes, those mind changes, you have a much greater likelihood for success, for becoming the new you, which really is not new. It's the you were created to be by God, but it got mutated in the process. You all, I'm a firm believer in this. One thing about me, I'm not going to beat myself up about something. And I know, listen, hey, look, it is what it is. Like, it is what it is, right? I work to change what I can change. But I'm not going to sit and be, like, y'all, I really was frustrated with that grading. Because I had the grading, I had everything going on with the business. And I'll be honest with you, where my attention wanted to be was not that grading. It's my least favorite part of teaching already. So I didn't even want to do it in the first place. And then it's like 1,200 million of them. I'm like, who's in the, I'm like, oh my God. And I've got a whole event coming. So I put my energy where I'm just truth. I put my energy where I felt more rewarded. I felt more, and I know my husband be like, but that's where you get a check. But I'm going to tell y'all something about me. A check ain't that important to me. I'll create my own check. See, this is why I have to really do something that I'm passionate about, because when I'm done, when I'm tired of it and I don't want to do it anymore, I'm not doing it. I want to do things at this point in my life that I enjoy. I want to do things that fulfill me. Now, there's a part of the teaching that absolutely fulfills me. I got emails from my students. They didn't have no grades at the end, right, yet, but I got emails from them talking about the impact I had on their life. If you're looking for life impact, if you're looking for change, listen all day long. right? But if you're looking for it's greater than 24 hours, God got to work on me with that, right? But not only does God have to work on me, I need help with focus, because my husband be like, give me your phone. You are not taking my phone, sir. See, I'm not in school. I'm not taking my phone. But I have to have something. So let me tell you what I've noticed. I've noticed a couple of things. I've noticed that one of the things that's happening with the Alive is it affects my mood. So I'm in a better mood. I'm able to handle things better. I'm able to deal with things better. And I'm able to accept things for what they are more easily. When you're talking about becoming the new you, first of all, you got to acknowledge that there's a you that you need to become. Love you where you are, but recognize that there's a gap between the you that you are and the you that you have to be in order to do what it is that you want to do, to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish, to get to your destiny. Now, I know y'all want to think that y'all already got it all together and you're who you need to be. If you were, you would already be where you're supposed to be. You would already be at destiny. If you are not at your destiny, listen to me clearly. If you are not at your destiny, there is some changing that needs to occur in you. Now, I'm not saying that you got to become a totally new person, but I'm saying you got to become the you that you were born to be, because that you was created specifically for your destiny. Challenges, sometimes physiologically and physically, we are unable to bridge that gap. So you got to do what you got to do to get those adjustments. And then you have to adjust your mentality. You have to adjust your behavior. I woke up this morning realizing I hadn't put some stuff on my calendar. I'm like, I got to put that on my calendar because I want to think that I can just remember. I want to think that I'm just going to, and I won't. And I won't remember all of it. Too much going on in my life. Stuff is happening too quickly. I told you the month of July was about systems and putting systems in place because God is scaling you. So you're going to be dealing with more quickly. I said, oh my God, like there's this huge influx of new business partners. I've got to get them in the groups, in the system, get their flyers out, launch their businesses. I got to get my system flowing, right? It's fine when it's one or two, but God said, get ready for the overflow. So if I'm going to have an overflow of people who understand the power of these products and how it's affected their life, and they're like, oh no, I need them. Not only do I need them, I know people who need them, right? Then I've got to have the systems in place. So I'm thankful that I don't have to do it by myself. I'm thankful that we're part of a company that has some systems in play already. I'm thankful that I'm a part of a team that has some systems and training systems in place. Listen, I'm thankful that I have a partner who will support me in doing this, right? And I don't have to do it by myself. I'm thankful that I have a sister squad who help me and support me and are able to assist me in getting things done. I'm grateful for that. But this is the truth of the matter. There's a me I have to become. There's a me I ain't talking about y'all because I know y'all already who y'all need to be. But there's a me I have to become, and I know it. In order for me to get to the billions, in order for me to break that first million, there's a me I have to become. There's a me that God needs me to be so that I will not back up. I will not quit. I will not sabotage. I will not, but I will push through so that I can show. I can be that beacon of hope, that beacon of light for what is possible. So I can show somebody else how to do it so they can be that beacon of light, that beacon of hope. Let me tell you something. Anybody, listen to me. I don't care who you are and what you were born into. Anybody can have success. Why? God created us to be successful. Success is not just about money, right? But the word of God says this: I have given you the ability to obtain wealth. So if he's given us the ability to obtain wealth and we do not have wealth, then we are not operating in our ability. So then you got to figure out what's blocking my ability to become the me that I need to be. So look, let me say this. The you that you need to be, the you that you need to become is a you that is not easily offended. You can't be easily offended. Offense shifts you out of purpose. It'll cause you to throw away relationships that are designed for your purpose and your destiny because you are offended. Offense is the enemy's greatest tactic. The enemy uses the tactic of offense to throw us off, to get us off kilter, to get us disconnected, to get us in negative emotions. Offense. Offense builds a fence around you. And it doesn't just keep others out, it keeps you in. Offense. So we have to choose not to be offended. Rather than be offended, if it's something that you really want to know, ask the question, get the answer, have a conversation, and move on. We've been taught to hold on. Corey put a post up yesterday, I think it was, about petty or something else. I can't think of what the other word is. Put the other word, Corey. What was it? Petty or something else. And the truth of the matter is we will allow our petty to jack us all the way up because we want to prove a point to somebody. We gonna show them. We gonna let them see. Listen, this is how crazy it is. I remember I was dating a guy and he had said something to me that just was absolutely devastating to me, that this man that I loved would say this to me, right? Angel number 111. So this is what he said. Oh, it's okay. And I'm telling y'all why he said it. 2 reasons. 1, he asked me a question, okay? Now, he had just celebrated sleeping with woman number da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, who was me. And him and his boys, they having a whole little celebration. Who does? Okay. Anyway, no judgment. But anyway, he asked me how many people I slept with. I said, I don't know. Like, I don't like just be counting, right? But it was more than 2 hands. Let me put it like that. Okay. So I counted. He said, well, count. Okay. So I counted and I told him the number. I don't remember what the number was, but it was high for a woman. Okay. It was high for a woman and he was just devastated. And so that planted in him. Oh my God. I'm like, what are you talking about? Are you kidding me? But that's the double standard of life. And I get it. But then he said to me, because I slept with someone after we had broken up. He said, well, you didn't even wait. Negro, you didn't wait. You was sleeping with people while we was together and when we broke up. So what are you talking about? I was supposed to wait to be pawning you. You got the wrong chick. That ain't me. You know I'm part. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to give it back. I'm going to give it back better. Okay? So, which is not good, y'all. But he told me this. He said, listen, I get it. You're just a hoe and you always going to be a hoe. Listen, I get it. I said, what? Now, this is coming from someone that I loved, someone that I did not cheat on. I didn't cheat. I did not cheat in the relationship. He was cheating in the relationship. See, that's how people twist stuff around. You know, that's a little narcissistic behavior, okay? But I'm like, what? It was a last straw for me because I was already dealing with depression. I was in a new city and state. I was alone, me and the boys, all the way in Lincoln, Nebraska, which is depressing in and of itself. I was dealing with stuff at the university. I was the first African-American faculty member in the department. So I'm dealing with white people looking at me crazy. I'm dealing with a man that I love telling me that I'm a hoe and I'm just going to always be a hoe. And he can just never see himself with me, settling down with me. And I'm just like, oh my God. And it was too much and I couldn't take it. And I decided that I was going to show him. He was going to regret it. So that night I took a bottle of antidepressants, chased it with a Miller Genuine Draft, called and told him something, I don't even remember what I said, called and said, gave some cryptic messages, you know, to some people. And then I realized my sons will find me. My sons at the time were I want to say 8 and 4. And I came to my senses and I called a friend of mine and told him what I'd done. And so he came and got me. I ended up going in the hospital for 5 days. So listen, I get it. Some people don't understand how anybody could ever be at the point where they want to take their life. But I've been there more than on more than one occasion when I felt absolutely hopeless and helpless and like nothing was going to change in my life. But I'm so grateful that God didn't let me have success anytime I tried. Anytime I tried to kill myself, it never worked. It never worked. Even when I did it and went to sleep and just knew that I was going to die in my sleep, God didn't let it work, okay? Because he had a plan for my life and a destiny for me to get to. But there were some things in me that I had to work through. But my physiology was fighting with the destiny. See, sometimes your physiology will fight your destiny. This is why the word of God says that the spirit and the flesh are at war with one another. It's not just talking about fleshly desires. It's talking about your physiology, your literal flesh, your literal biology will be at war with your spirit. Your spirit man says, don't do it. But your flesh, your physiology, the desires inside of you will make you like you gotta have it. You gotta do it. See, we look at people and we judge them. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. All of us, every single one of us have some things in us that we have to get on the other side of to become the person that God needs us to be. More like him. Most like you ought to always be in a state of evolution. See, but we want to judge people on their evolutionary process. I can't judge your process because that's your process. What I can do is pray for you. I can make some suggestions, and then you can go from there. But I can't judge you. See, until you've been listen to me. I want y'all to hear me today. And I don't know why God is going this direction. Yes, I do. Some of you watching this are absolutely hopeless. You're hopeless. You feel hopeless. You feel helpless. You feel like there's nothing that you can do to change your life. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Listen, you're sick and tired of being sick. You're sick and tired of being broke, busted, and disgusted. You're sick and tired of everything, and you have no idea how to change it. Well, let me help you today. You have to make a choice. Behold, I set before you this day life and death. What are you going to choose? Now, I'm going to say some things that are going to come across harsh, okay? It's going to come across harsh. I'm telling y'all now, it's going to come across harsh, but this is real. This is just the truth. This is just the facts of the matter, okay? We can continue to do everything that we've been doing, getting the same results that we're getting that we do not like, or we can do something different. One of the things that I've discovered in my life is I never got true change without sacrifice. I never got true change in my life without making some sacrifices that may have looked crazy to some other people, but I made them anyway. If I wanted real change in my life, I did something real to create the change. Okay? So, you're like, Dr. V, what do you mean? When I tell you that I've had several women before me who said, because they tried the products and they felt better. They knew that there was a difference, right? They knew that they've been sick for years. They've been sick for years. in pain for years, suffering for years. And if you're in pain and sick and suffering for years, you think that you're not going to get to a point where you feel like there's no point in living because living is now associated with pain? Come on, I don't know who y'all superhumans are that cannot understand that, but I freaking get it. So they say, Dr. V, I need these products. I need them and I know I need them. But when I look at my money, my money is saying, you can't do that. When I look at my money is saying, that's too much. When I look at my money is my block. Let me tell y'all something. Money never has to be our block because there's always a way. And I want y'all to hear me. When we say money is our block, I don't have the money, right? Tell you something about us as human beings. We'll find the money for whatever we want to find the money for. We'll make a way out of no way to get what we want. We'll make a way now. Y'all know we'll make a way. But when it comes to making a true change in our life, we'll find every quote unquote reason in the world why we cannot afford it. All you got to do is look around your house. I promise you, you got stuff that you don't use that you could sell to make money to do what you need to do. But see, that's too much extra. We just want it right there. I'm going to tell you, if you want change in your life enough, you'll do what you need to do in order to be able to invest in you. This is period. I'm not just talking about these products. I'm talking about period. When I wanted true change in my life, I did what I had to do to get what I needed to do. And I'm talking about morally and on the right side of the law. I'm not saying go kill nobody. I'm not saying go rob nobody. But I'm saying, y'all, we got enough stuff that we don't use that we can sell on Facebook Marketplace. We got enough stuff that we can let go of. Listen, do you know that crackheads will pawn everything in the house to get the money to get their drugs? They know they're not going back and get it. If crackheads will pawn everything in the house to get a hit, everything, like they stuff, everybody else stuff, everything, because they want what they want so desperately. You telling me a crackhead got more determination than you? They do, because they want it. Like they want it for real. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. We can't become the new us because we're too freaking lazy. We're lazy. We're lackadaisical. We don't have the drive. We don't have the determination. And some of it is physiological. But if it's physiological, fix your freaking physiology. Do what you got to do to fix the body part so the other stuff can come. We went out because stuff is hard. Every time you turn around, we crying. Stop freaking crying and do something to create the change that you want in your life. You don't want change badly enough. You don't want what you want badly enough. I know y'all might be offended by that, be offended, be mad, be whatever. But you don't want it bad enough, because if you want it bad enough, you'll do what you need to do. Okay. I ain't talking about y'all. Let me talk about me for a minute. I want to make this first million. I'm going to make this first million. But I'm not going to make the first million if I think I'm going to be able to do it doing what I've been doing. I'm not going to make it. Do you know why? I will sabotage myself. I won't push through. I'll back up. I won't. So here we go. I have a choice to make. Either I'm going to do what I'm going to do, or I'm going to back up, and I'm always going to be in the place where I'm saying I'm going to do it, but I never fulfill it. I teach everybody else how to do it, but I don't do it. I show everybody else and they do it, and they do it over and over again, but I still never get to that place. The devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. That's not happening. I'm getting to that place. I'm making that first million. By the end of 2024, we will have made our first million, and we will have helped some other people to make $1 million. Listen, I'm not playing with that. That's not optional. Just like being Sapphire last month, by the end of the month was not optional. See, there's some things that we're making non-negotiables. They're non-negotiables. They're non-negotiable. What does that mean that it's non-negotiable? What does that mean? Non-negotiable. It means this is not up for debate, discussion. This is not up. Listen, and the fact that my husband and I are on it together, like we both, oh no, this is non-negotiable. But guess what? We have to change. My husband has had to stay up later than he's accustomed to staying up. Thank God for the Alive in these products, because he has the energy to do it, right? My husband used to go to bed at 7 o'clock. Maybe you can't go to bed at 7 o'clock with this. No, we're up. We're doing calls at 7. We're talking to people. You can't just be like, well, I'm gonna see what happens. No, my husband be texting and calling and messaging people. He be telling them, listen, I'm telling you what I know. You try it for 2 weeks. If you don't feel a difference in 2 weeks, I'll take it back. I'll buy it back for you. I'll give you your money back. He said, I will. Now, the company's got a money-back guarantee. But my husband's like, listen, I'll give it back to you because, listen, I'm trying to tell you what this stuff will do for you. I know what you're dealing with, and I know what this product does. So I can say, listen, you need this. This will probably help you. And we can't make any medical claims, but I'm just going to tell you. It helped Jackie regulate her blood sugar. You understand? It helped her reduce her swelling. It helped my other business partner who was declared legally blind, helped her vision. Her vision has been improving. Listen, you don't know what a struggle is until you are in a place where you are declared legally blind. You'll do anything to try to see. When you're suffering from a disease, something that is chronic, something that they say that you can't be healed from. Oh, you need help. You need support. You need answers. So we got people that need answers, and we're going to sit over here with, I don't want to say nothing, because they might say no. Say no if you want to. Watch if you want to. That's on you. Stay sick. That's your prerogative. Keep taking all the medications with them side effects. That's your prerogative. It's your prerogative. Everybody got a right to live their life the way that they want to. I'm just trying to tell you, you have not become the woman with the issue of blood yet. Because the woman at the issue of blood said, listen, if I can just get to Jesus and touch the hem of his garment, I know I'll be made whole. Now, I'm not saying these products are Jesus. I'm not saying that because I don't want y'all to be thinking I'm worshiping the product. I'm not. But I know God's hand on it. That's what I know. I know God's hand on it. I know that. So understand that if you want something badly enough, you will do what is required to have it, and you will stop all of the murmuring and grumbling and complaining, because what you're doing is putting out negative energy that slows down your process. Y'all go as slow as you want to. Don't bring it over here. Go as slow as you want to. Do not, I repeat out my mouth so that there's absolutely no confusion, bring it over here. I'm not in a place where I'm dealing with the murmuring, grumbling, complaining spirit. Listen, you're going to have to do that over there. Come talk to me when you're through murmuring, grumbling, and complaining. When you're through whining, come talk to me. I'm not, no, because what I'm going to do, and then you're going to be pissed off at me. You're going to be mad at me. You're going to be cussing me out in your head. Okay? I'm going to tell you, there's some things you need to do. Period. The same way I tell me there's some things I need to do. This is not the season for you to be coddled. And if you need to be coddled, I'm definitely not the person for you to be connected to at this point. See, I'm going to tell y'all something that I've noticed. We good at saying what we want, but we're not good at doing what we need to. I said we good at saying what we want, but we're not good at doing what we need to do to get it. We won't be open. We won't learn. We won't change. We won't shift. We won't recognize that if we could do it by ourselves, we would have already done it. So we stay stuck in cycles. And then complaining because we're stuck in cycles, but we're stuck in a cycle because we're choosing the cycle over change. This month, I don't care how many August comes around, how many 8s show up in your life, how many new beginnings are declared. Unless you are willing to do the work on you, you'll always be stuck in a cycle. You'll always be stuck going through the same old. So I need some people who really want some change to put change in the comments. Don't put it because I said it. I said I need some people who really want change and they're ready for change to put change in the comments. If you want different in your life, if you're ready to break out and break through, put change in the comments. Because I'm going to tell you something. If you want change badly enough, I can show you how to get it. But you got to want it. You got to want it. You can't say you want it, but you won't listen. If you're not going to listen, don't ask me. I'm sick of wasting breath. Saying the same thing over and 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 over again. And people not listening. If you want change, you are the catalyst and the determinant of whether or not you're going to have change. I can give 2 people the same set of instructions. One execute and get success and the other not, and be like, well, why isn't it happening for me? Because your arse is not doing what you need to do, which is change. And not change to impress people or change to be like anybody else. Change so that you can be who God created you to be. Change. I made a decision and a determination. My husband and I are on this massive run. And we're on this run because we know people that need these darn products. When I tell you we know people that need them, I'm talking about they need them. Their life would change with these products. But I know people will look at a price tag and be like, I'm not doing that. That's too much. Okay, how much did your medicine cost? Literally, baby, literally. We'll spend a lot of money on medicine. I did. Because we'll spend a lot of money on medicine and won't invest in our health in a natural way. I'm telling you something about my husband that many people don't know. The doctor told him that he was, what was it, pre-diabetic or diabetic? Yeah. Told him he was diabetic. He wanted to put him on some medication. Was it pills?
Metformin.
Wanted to put him on metformin. My husband said, no, give me how long, baby?
6 months.
Give me 6 months. He said, give me 6 months. He was determined he was not going to have to take that medicine. In that 6 months, he did a 7-day fast, and it was a water fast, and took some sea moss and some black seed oil, and in 7 days, I'm talking about 7 days. This is sickening to me because I did the 7 days and I didn't get the same result. Dropped how many pounds, baby?
30 pounds, 7 days.
30 pounds in 7 days, right? You see him, it's still off. It's still off. Now, low key. Now, I know he had to do it for, his sugar. But I be sometimes wanting some of that thickness back. But I love my husband the way he is with his abs and you know, his muscles and stuff. But listen, he made a decision. He said, give me 6 months. Give me 6 months and let me try to do this naturally. Doctor said, okay. When he went back, what was the doctor's report, babe?
Mad. Because I ain't taking his medicine no more. Still mad.
He did what he needed to do. He didn't want to have to take the medicine. So he did what he needed to do to create change. Listen, y'all, the crazy thing is we'll pay more for side effects than we'll pay for something without side effects. That's crazy to me. Make it make sense. And I'm not telling y'all to get off your medications. I'm not saying just hop off your medications. I'm not saying that. But I'm going to tell y'all something. These products work so well, and this is how I know. So yesterday, for the past, well, not yesterday, but 2 days prior, I noticed I was feeling a little off. Well, I normally drink this coffee, right? And the coffee is amazing. The coffee has been incredible. It's been a part of my life for about 2 years now. But what I noticed was when I drank the coffee and used the products, my body felt off. I started feeling a little off. So I said, well, wait a minute. Maybe it's this coffee with these products. So now you notice I don't have any coffee. And yesterday I didn't feel off like I did before. So now I'm like, oh, let's set that coffee to the side because, and the coffee was not bad for me. I want you to understand the coffee was not bad for me, but I like the taste and how these products work more. The coffee becomes a habit. It's something we do out of habit. Let me take my shot out of habit. Let me use my sprays out of habit, right? Y'all, you can create change in your life. It doesn't have to just be a thing of you want it, but you can't have it and everybody else can get it. If everybody else can get it, then you can have it. Yeah, I am. Yeah. And I'm not saying that it'll do it for everybody else. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for me. And then too, you know, I do a little extra with the coffee too. So, you know, I just know that what God is doing in this season, and he did, Stacey, make a commitment. What God is doing in this season is going to require you to become a new you. The you that you need to be for this next dimension of your life. That you. That you. So, what you gonna do? And I've learned to accept people's decisions for what it is. When people say, I'm good, okay. I let them be good till they not. And then when they not good, I'm here. But I'm not gonna keep coming at you. You talking about I'm good. And I know good and darn well you're not good. It's not my choice though. If you're not ready for it, you're not gonna receive it. Yes. Corey said they told Jarrell the same thing offering metformin. We agreed no and did the herb bitter melon, and the doctor thought it was their med and was astounded at the results. That's why we got to do things like these products and natural herbs like these products contain. Absolutely, Corey. I'm telling you, y'all, listen. Someone said I was once on 13 pills. Now I'm on 4 with the hope of being off all pills. Years of abuse will take its toll. Trust me. Absolutely. It shows up in your body, right? So now someone has gone from 13 pills to 4. Y'all, come on. I'm just telling y'all, listen, God is trying to give you what you need with no side effects. You know that the word says the blessings of the Lord maketh rich and addeth what? No sorrow. No sorrow. So we just have to do what it is that we're called to do the way we're called to do. But y'all be open to change. Let God change you. Let him change you. Change your mind, your emotions, your will. Come on, let him change you. Let him change you. God wants to change you. He wants to get you to the you that he created you to be, the you that he designed before he deposited you even in your mother's womb. He already knew the you that you would be, the you that you would become, and the you that you would have to become to get to your destiny. There's a song and it says, a change has come over me. Listen, let the change come over you. God wants us to live, period, with the T. Absolutely, Summerlin. Evelyn said, I want to come off my meds. I take 2 insulin and 2 blood pressure meds, and I have neck and back pain. It's awful. Yes, Evelyn. Yes, I get it. And if you let me, I'll help you. Y'all, I know there's so many times that we think things are impossible, but the thing about me is I'm a master strategist. God gives me strategies for things. And so I can help people figure out how. Once you know your what, I can help you figure out how. And that's whether you're talking about dealing with how to accomplish something, dealing with a business, dealing with your life. Like God just gives me strategies. So I just want to encourage you guys to become the new you for your destiny, because it's waiting for you. Like it's on the other side of you. Everything that you desire is on the other side of you. And never get so full of yourself or so confident in you that you think that you have no room to grow. We all do. We all have room to grow. So let's grow. Let's grow. Someone said, don't wait until you get too old or sick to want to recover or be healed. Then it gets harder. Yes, it does, Summerlin. Yes, it does. So y'all listen, I'm telling y'all, it's time for a change. Now, for those of you who are not in the business, but you want to try this alive and you're connected to me. If you're connected to someone else that's in the business, right? If you're connected to somebody else that's in the business, I want you to get with them, okay? But if you're connected to me, we have created a special promo for, hold on, for the month of August, because it's my birth month. It's my birth month. Y'all, I turn 57 this month. And I'm excited that I'm going to turn 57. How about that? But you can go to, hold on, I'm typing in, bit.ly/Dr. V Alive. And this is a limited promotion. You can go bit.ly/Dr. V Alive, and you can place an order and you can get some Alive so that you can try it and see what it does. Your birth year, Summerlin. Oh, did I say my birth year? My birth month. It's my birth month. Okay, it's my birth month. Y'all listen. I just want to help you genuinely. I really want you all to know that this is not just about selling. I know I'm going to get everything I desire just by helping people. And it makes it doubly rewarding to be able to do that, because I want your testimonies. I want you guys to feel better. I want you guys to be able to come off medications. I want you guys to be able to make money. I want that. What is the 57 angel number? I don't know. What is that? I know if you're asking me, there's a reason that God has prompted this. Wow. Thank you for saying that. Summerlin, thank you for being obedient and saying that. Angel number 57 is a reminder that no matter what challenges you may face, you have the strength and resilience to overcome them. By staying positive and having faith, you will attract positive energy into your life and manifest your desires. Angel number 57 means you're on the cusp of an incredible breakthrough. Major life changes are sweeping into your life at a rapid rate. Angel number 57 is a message from your angels to confidently follow the promptings of your intuition and your higher self. Wow. Ultimately, the angel number 57 symbolizes abundance, wealth, and success. Wow. Wow. Bless God. I'm in alignment. And you can be too. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, God. I'm excited, you guys. I'm excited about what God is doing, and I'm excited about the opportunity to help a number of people. I told my husband, my goal is for us to get Alive into the hands of 20 people this week. Like, we want to get it in the hands of 20 people this week. Oh, my age is your birth year. Yes. Oh, I love that, Summerlin. I love it. So y'all, listen, let's help people become alive again. Let's help people have the ability to make the changes they need to make in their life to produce the results that they desire. And let's continue to grow. Let God help you to grow and become who he needs you to be, because I promise you, it's going to be worth it. Look, you guys, I absolutely love you guys to life and life more abundant. Have an amazing, incredible, and epic day. Be blessed. Mwah.